pair of pants. Oh yeah, and the prices for all these other ones, you get about, I had $200 for that. That was about 100. This is 100, but I got it for 50. This one I got for $30, I think. This is the Fox Racing jersey. You know, when it comes to these and the pants, it's very minimal of what you need. It's kind of just a preference choice of what color you want. I like orange. As you can see, I have a bunch of orange. Orange, and that's just what I picked. If you like brown with freaking fish, different type of fishes, then get a brown jersey with different type of fishes all over it. That's kind of all you need. I mean, a couple things that you might want is to make sure you got like air holes where your armpits are, because when you're riding out there and it is hot, it's not very comfortable when you don't feel air flowing through your arms and stuffs, and you don't want to be sticky and sweaty. I mean, you might get sweaty, but it'll you know what I mean. It'll keep you cool, and that's a good thing to look out for. That is the jersey. Next up, one of the biggest main things that I kind of skipped. The freaking boots, man. I mean, you ride without boots and you break your ankles. Not really. Just if you fall, you don't wanna break your ankle. It's not fun. I've broken my arm. It's not an ankle, but it's an arm, and it does not feel good. So I know how it feels to break something. These are O'Neill boots. They were about $200, but I got them half off also. So I got them for about 100. If you're gonna get a nice pair of boots, they're gonna be about $200. It's expensive. Just saying, getting stuff to ride is expensive. I mean, you pay basically almost the same amount as the bike itself when you're paying for stuff like this. Of course, it depends on what you're riding. I'm riding an enduro dirt bike, so it's kind of like, I've got stuff for going on dirt, and then stuff for going on the street. And if you're just going on the street with like a crotch rocket or something, then you've got completely different stuff than what you have here. Different helmet, different shoes, different whatever. Anyway, let me get to the boots, man. So these are O'Neill dirt bike boots, I guess. A couple main things you want to. That beautiful couch. I'm just gonna sit down right here. Couple main things you want to have when you are looking for boots is, one thing, obviously you're like, well, why would I don't want something super expensive and I don't have enough money to buy. Well, if you want to keep your ankles, you gotta spend some money. That's just how it is. So stop being cheap. Save up some money. It might take a while, but you're gonna have to buy it anyway. So right here we've got O'Neill boots. I've said that like 5 times now. A couple main things you want to make sure you have are the adjustable straps here, and I've already adjusted them, so I don't really want to change. I'll change one. So you've got, basically, you can see right here is you push this against that and you pull this out, and you can move it back and forth to tighten how tight you want it on your leg. Another thing is that when you stick your foot in it, that when you roll this way and that way like that and go forward and backward, that your ankles have a little bit of movement, but not too much movement, because you're going in and you fall off your bike and you flip around and stuff, and you don't want your ankles to break. Another thing is that you want knee pads. I don't have knee pads, so I don't have knee pads with me. I'm gonna have to buy knee pads, and I just didn't, so yeah. Anyway, that's one main thing. Another thing is that you want your heels will, You can get more expensive boots than I do. Like $600 boots. Those are just crazy. I don't have that money. I mean, if you really, really want those, then you save up and get those. But you can get different boots that where you can take off the heel, the sole of the shoe. You know, you can replace it because, you know, when you're riding out there, the sole is going to get really worn down. That's just for motocross, but I don't do motocross, so I don't know. Obviously, mine aren't worn down, so yeah. You also want to make sure that when you have boots like these, you want socks that will make sure that you don't get blisters on your feet, because that's no fun. Everyone's had blisters before. But you also want to make sure that they're slightly not airtight, so that you have air going through your feet and stuff. And that's with everything you have. You want to make sure that you can get air through everything, because when you're out there, you may have water pack, but you'll be sweating like crazy if it's hot, and that's no fun. So you want to make sure that your skin can breathe and you can freaking be cold, because you do not want to be, you just don't want to be really hot out there. It's not going to be fun. It's just going to be like a waste of time. Like, why did I buy all this stuff? Now I've wasted like $1,000 on stuff that doesn't keep me cool, and I have to buy another $1,000 worth of stuff, and that's just not fun. You just don't want to do that. Anyways, so I went over most of everything except for knee pads, but I don't have my knee pads. This was supposed to be an unboxing. Of course, I'm dumb, and also I'm not very patient. I got all my stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, I really, really, really want to open it, and I didn't get it on camera. So I'm kind of mad at myself for that, but you know what? I'm just impatient, so whatever. This is all new stuff, by the way. All new gear. So I'm going to put it all on, and I'll show you what it is. I'll be right back, my friends.